Thank you very much. Road safety has been quite an issue for the last decades in Greece and still is. In 2025, the Greek government decided to do a deep dive in the data to see what exactly are the reasons that lead to such bad numbers, which are the areas, which are the time of the year, which are the hours of the day. And therefore, we concluded to a new code for road traffic that was voted last summer. It's voted already 1 year in, and it has results. Mm-hmm. Greece in 2025 had the second biggest decrease in fatal road accidents in the European Union.
From a high base.
Yes, from a high base, but still, if you see all the countries, all the EU member states, every year you have countries that perform better and countries that do not. We have results that prove that our measures actually worked. Which are those? It's of course the voting of the new code, but it's mainly the decisiveness in applying this code. And this was done by, of course, policing, but also through AI cameras that are for the first time in place, with some problems, of course, in the beginning, but they're actually working. And on the other hand, in places like Crete, like Chania, Crete had and still has a very good problem with road behavior, not just road accidents. Crete last year had 37% decrease in road fatalities. This is a big number.
It is a big number.
It is the largest decrease in Greece and one of the largest in Europe. And it happened because we decided to take a set of measures and apply it all together at once. And I want to thank the mayor of Chania, who is also a partner in this effort, the region of Crete, the taxi drivers. We have the president of the Chania taxi drivers here, who is a partner in this effort. And of course, the young people, especially the students, who in their youth, they think sometimes they're invincible. They sit in the driver's seat without sometimes thinking of the consequences. But this year, youth has been different. Alcohol decrease has been significant. This is, of course, bad for business, but it's good for road safety. And you have people here who come with proposals from the University of Chania. We have a digital map for the first time with the specific places where the road fatalities actually happen. So far, the reporting from the police was general. X amount of fatalities in the city of Chania or in Voak. Now we have the specific places.
Yeah.
So the mayor knows exactly where to add a camera or where to add other measures in order to prevent more accidents and increase road safety. So there's a change of philosophy that actually works. In Athens, we did other measures as well. We did 24-hour public transport on Saturday. Saturday night, young people in Athens go back home by metro instead of driving. In other places of Greece, like Patra and Pyrgos, there's a new road that, with the efforts of Mr. Tachiaos, who was here, and Mr. Dimas, of course, was completed. Mr. Tachiaos, I was speaking about your performance. We actually saved lives. The period of 3 years before those works were in place, there were 54 people who died in that road. In the 3 years that followed, there was only one. So there are, after the deep dive in data, we knew what was the problem, and we took measures in order to solve it. And we are very happy that this strategy is working. And of course, 2026, we want to have a further decrease in road fatalities.
Okay, just briefly before we move on, could you just outline the measures? Give us a list of the key measures that you took. You've mentioned a couple. You mentioned the cameras. Where are your efforts being placed?
So number one was the institutional measure of voting a new, stricter code. Number 2 was strict policing, especially the multiplying of controls for alcohol consumption and for helmets. Number 3 was the AI cameras, which are working now in Athens, and we want to expand in the rest of Greece. We actually give to the mayors a very strong incentive. If the mayor of Chania adds a camera under his authority, they have 75% of the income coming from violations.
Right.
So we give an incentive to the cities all around Greece to be a partner in this effort. So this is number 3. Number 4 is, of course, the very big effort that our Ministry of Infrastructure and Transport is doing, investing in new big roads, in automotive roads. Number 5 is that we got into a dialogue, a very substantive dialogue with the associations of the people who lost their children or their relatives in road fatalities, like Mrs. Vasso Milona. I think she's connected through video. And they indicate us things that we would never imagine. Mm-hmm. We voted for those that are working. So there's a set of measures that, of course, keeps getting better. And so far, as I said, we're happy with the performance and we want to go better.
Okay, that's great. That's a nice note to start on because you're at a point in the process where the results that you get are big because there's such a big challenge to confront. Maybe the harder stuff comes later when you're trying to sort of reduce the last
If you see the numbers in the decade of 1990,
yeah.
Greece had 2,000 fatalities per year. More than 2,000 fatalities per year. For a very big amount of time, there was a trend. This trend was reversed after COVID. I don't know, behavioral reasons, I don't know. It's an analysis for another time. Mm. We reversed that trend for the first time this year.
Right.
So from 2,000 fatalities, we are now down to 517. It's still a big number. I'm confident that this year, in 2026, we're going to have an even better decrease. And the end goal is that by 2030, we're going to have a 50% decrease since the beginning of that decade.